Okay, here's our Team Hiba treasurer with her report on this autumn's Hiba fund. She says she's received 2 donations so far, 2 donations. And how much is in that tip jar? $52.59. So thank you very much. That is a very good start. And these 2 donors, they know who they are, will receive the expanded PDF ebook with coveted appendices. Appendices that will come from our autumn expedition that they are helping to fund, that I cannot make public, and these appendices will not be in the paper version of the book either. And see how this works here. This equals, to me, so far, selling 52 hardcover copies on Amazon. So this is how we can pay for research, and we can pay for everyone who requests a free copy. If you're broke like me, don't be ashamed. We don't want to shut anyone out or leave anyone behind. If you're called to donate and you're able to donate, thank you. Please do. It funds original research, most of which we can share with everyone then for free, which is the right thing to do, because this heritage, whether it's archaeological or anthropological or zoological, but I think it's anthropological, rightly belongs to everyone. And we never know who's going to have a breakthrough idea or insight, like Smorgasbord with the black teeth iron overload theory, recently endorsed by Dr. Woti, or Cosmic Rancher's brilliant and heart-touching pathological examination of our Hiba cadaver. And just because you're my friends, and I love you. Now, this is an expensive trip. I've bought a lot of essential gear. We're taking people, and we're taking 2 hotel rooms. We're going to need this here 40-foot pole, and we are really hoping that the standard tomb design for this region, standard megalithic tomb design, is standard in this case. I'll tell you what I think is going on here. I think we have tomb construction symbolic of the female reproductive system. Interior, and sometimes we see exterior counterparts in stone and earth. My theory, the tomb is a womb. The tomb is a kind of womb where the dead are put to sleep until their resurrection and rebirth. Rebirth and reemergence from the grave, the tomb womb. That's what we see. And I go into more detail on that in this new book. And this is what we would always hope to run into here, a nice straight shot. The doorway we found exactly where we predicted it should be. That's why we look so pleased with ourselves here. That doorway appears to be shaped like a Gothic arch. It is symmetrical, as far as we can tell. It has a flat, carved threshold, very unnatural. 2 oblong blocking stones are stacked in front, covered in moss. The stones have straight edges. Now there is a crack. It's small. I can stick my arm inside, but how long is my arm? Not very long. Just beyond my wiggling in the dark fingers, we don't know. We don't know anything. There could be another stone obstruction in there. I sure hope not. So plan A will be 40-foot pole with little action camera and flashlight in an over-under configuration. This gave us best results at our Bingo Akasaka control tomb testing ground. If we can't fit that in, plan B, camera only on 40-foot pole with flashlight held outside. We should be able to pick up some information and brighten it at home on the computer. Plan C, 40-foot pole and fiber scope, which has its own integrated light. This is the best chance for a full insertion, but it has the poorest resolution and focus because it's designed for to go into small pipes and engines and so on, and it has a very, it's nearsighted, like me. So it's better than nothing. It can still tell us a lot, but it's plan C. This is going to be a tricky operation because unlike our testing ground, where 3 people can work very comfortably together, the lost tomb of the Mother Goddess has only a very narrow shelf to congregate on. The risk of dropping and losing equipment is very real. We ourselves will be roped up. We don't want to drop and lose ourselves. It's a 2-person job at the very least. Ideally, we'll get 3 people on that tiny ledge. A pole camera controller, a pole extender and rear handler, and a general equipment wrangler. That division of duties works very well, we find. Now, this is no stunt. This is serious research. Legally, I'm advised that we should be okay, but there is selective interpretation of the law sometimes, selective enforcement. There are also extra legal risks. So I cannot put much, if any, of this on YouTube. Certainly not set to public viewing. There's also the horrendous example of Logan Paul we wish to avoid. Logan Paul making content in the Aokigahara so-called suicide forest. This is not entertainment. This isn't for clicks. Again, this is serious research, and we want to show the utmost respect. I cannot report to the emperor that I've found the lost tomb of his earliest ancestor. Tell him that the traditional tomb is false. It's not even a tomb at all. How embarrassing. But it's all right, Your Majesty. I've found the real tomb. I cannot make this report, you understand, and be wrong. So it's imperative that we see inside and confirm inside. And this is the primary objective of this Hiba trip. Also, we plan to enter the Colossal Solar Calendar for the second time and explore more. I also want to look closely inside that stone pit structure that looks like the ruins of a pit house. If weather permits, I want to fly our helicopter camera above the treetops, but our 40-foot pole may also make a good camera platform. And there is a place on Mount Azuma where helicopter or pole might be able to get us a view of the whole solar calendar. So we'll try that too. We also plan to meet with Mr. Eggy, Ape Clerk Emeritus, and Mrs. Eggy. They always invite us up to every Hibagon event, and we can never go. It's just too far. We can't afford to close our business and take the day to go up there, so that's too bad. But still, they always invite us. So we'll reunite with them and share information. Mr. Eggy knows what's going on up there, if anyone does. Is this another Al Capone's vault? That kind of dates me, doesn't it? I don't think so. I really don't. The Kojiki says that the tomb of the mother goddess is on Mount Hiba. The same Kojiki tells us it defines what a tomb is. And it doesn't look anything like this traditional tomb, but it looks exactly like what we have found. And so we predicted a doorway based on standard regional megalithic tomb design, and we found a doorway right there. So no, I don't think this is a Chicago gangster's empty garage, but we'll see. I just really hope there isn't a third big blocking stone inside. If there is, I guess we go to plan D and take the fibroscope off the pole and try to push it through. Okay, donors, thank you. Everyone, thank you. I love you.